What can we expect for the next, say, 10 days? You can schedule.
Well, sure. That's a typical question, mate. I suppose it's just trying to work on what I've been working on before. Trying to get that swing right. I'm working with my coach excruciating hours.
So it's that drive, it's that passion, he assumes passion. And, everyone who's around him can kind of feel that.
Trying to prepare now mentally, it's different from preparing a week or 2 weeks before the tournament. Whatever you've now prepared for, it's stuff that needs to come into practice now.
As a father, I'm very proud of Llewellyn. Proud of what he has achieved in life. Since a very young age, Llewellyn has shown leadership quality. At school, he excelled in sports, academics, and he was always in the forefront. He was a 100-meter sprinter. He was also a soccer player at school's level. And then he was selected to represent his province, Northwest, under guidance of Sheikh Mashaba in his age group. And that was a very proud moment for us as a family. As the firstborn of 3 children, he was very protective of his siblings. Cared for his family. At school, everybody loved Llewellyn because Llewellyn was that type of person that cares. He's just a caring heart. He ended up as deputy head boy of St. Conrad's College, Brothers College as we knew it. And started his career. Got married, beautiful wife, Colleen, and beautiful children. And when Llewellyn said, whatever Llewellyn said, his mind too made a success out of it. Yes, today I can really say that what Llewellyn has achieved is just beyond our imagination. Always had a laugh and can always make fun. He was a joker in the house. Yes, and today, yes, Llewellyn, all that caring, and we know that you were always a people's person. And for what you have achieved, we just want to thank God.
So when I think about Mr. Lou, I just think golf. Golf, discipline, like I've said many times now, determination, success, doing what needs to be done within his business, within his family. Yeah, and of course on the golf course. I mean, the amount of preparation that went in this last year to even before the injury, after the injury, it was just so... It was actually an awesome thing to experience and to see how he worked his way back up, And I just loved watching him play golf. We had a couple of good rounds on Zimbabwe golf course where he likes to practice. Also Princess Grant, what a challenge of a course that is. But it doesn't matter what course you give him, he just eats it up, he just goes for it. He just works his way out, If he doesn't succeed on something, he will go back the next day and we'll just get back onto it, And it's a man that I admire and I look up to him. I look up to him for his ability to just always get the best out of people around him. And I mean, he's a giver. That was he's a giver. He just gives his best to himself and to everyone around him. So yeah, like I said, I think the best career that he could have chosen was golf because it's so passionate. So one thing that always stands out from Mr. Lou, which I so admire, is his momentum and the balance. We always speak about the balance of life, and how well he manages it. You know, he's got this golf career that is changing. He's got this major business that's growing every day and puts all efforts in his business, and his family. He's a big family man. So it's something that I always admire about him, is how he can determine between priorities and make sure that the balance of life is always kept up to the scales. And that's one thing, and I think that's something for the sportsman, for the sportswoman, that must be important. You must always have that balance when when to go, when to hold, and when to stop. And it's just really remarkable how he just keeps on going, and how he keeps his momentum, every day, getting up, getting to the gym, getting to the course. Nothing holds him back, and still his business is running, and still his family is running. And I know he's got all of the support, but I just think he's really a person that he's just not backing up, and just keeps on going, and it just keeps on pulling through the determination to get to the top and the success. Why golf as a career?
Well, I started playing. Dad has always played golf. Ever since I was born, he was always out there playing golf. And I started off playing soccer and enjoyed it thoroughly. Went pretty big while I was at school. Got an opportunity to go play in Germany, but we didn't have the finance back then. And so I think it was about 2018, started playing golf on the driving range. Actually, before that, took Dad's clubs at home, started hitting the ball, going to the course with him. But I didn't develop enough. And back in 2018, picked up a pair of clubs, Dad's extra set, and I came to the driving range and just fell in love with it. So I was doing bodybuilding back in the day, and I thought to myself, why putting so much effort into that when it will count to nothing? I can take that effort and put it into the golf. And the moment I picked up the club, it was just shanking all over the place. But I fell in love with it, and it was a passion and a bug that bit and stuck with me ever since. And I suppose it's the zeal for it that allowed me to continue with the golf.
So what's next?
So yeah, we busy preparing for the Vuzi to get my tour card, and once on tour, get onto the Asian tour, get onto the PGA, start playing those tournaments. I would definitely like to excel in this sport because I've put so much in it. And also on a personal perspective, my son's a really good rugby player, and I feel that with me getting my tour card and playing on tour, it will definitely not only inspire him, make him acknowledge that, even at what age you can still accomplish what you want to accomplish, but also the family, there's a lot of commitment in it. And I think that sort of oozes onto the family, as they see the discipline, self-discipline, also in the type of work that I do, the people that I have by my side, surely that should inspire them as well, so discipline is something that really rubs off. So yeah.
Talking about personal life, give us a glimpse of your day away from the golf course, away from the focus and the things.
So I try and spend as much time as possible with my family. Just being there with the kids, encouraging them, taking that self-discipline from the golf course and incorporating it into our social life, so that the kids can see what moral discipline is. And like I said earlier on, that sort of rubs off on them. There's always a saying that says family is not only blood. And if I can fall back on my upbringing, we had a term growing up in Alabama, Clagset. It was massacred. So it's people that's really close to you that support you.
So yeah, it's been a journey, guys. So many people to thank. First of all, I want to thank Jesus for His mercy and His grace, and allowing me to explore this talent that He blessed me with. My wife, she supported me times that I wasn't at home, times that I was in bed aching with pain. My doctors, Dr. Cornelius, and his wife, Amanda, they really treated us like family and did everything in their power to get me right. Also my orthopedic surgeon in Cape Town, the chiropractor. Doc, you're a superstar, man. You really treated me like your own, man. And thank you so much. Yeah, and then I've got more to thank. JJ, my mom and dad, my kids. Just so much people, even Amanda, not even Amanda, Nadia, who's my reflexologist, also putting in a lot of effort, showing concern. Got a lot of people in my corner. So yeah, this is it, guys. A week before, stitches out today, back on the range. Let's go for gold.
So yeah, just talking a little bit more about my experience with Llewellyn and individual years. I think over the last couple of years working with him, I kind of like aspire to him. I look up to him. He's very, how to say, truthful, honest, and good to people. And so obviously with that personal trait, it's been really enjoyable working with him. And it's that drive, it's that passion. He exudes passion, and everyone who's around him can kind of feel that. It makes everyone feel very, how to say, welcome and special.
Yeah.
Even if he meets a car god, he's so nice, that person, and I love that character trait in people, and hopefully that's something you can actually push through into when he's tour. It goes to a level, and becomes one of the, I would say, nicer adults into it. A bit like more of a Phil Mickelson. So Phil Mickelson is known as a good character. So that's why I kind of like wish him all the best on his journey, and hope he achieves all the goals that he achieves. He deserves it. He's been really good out there. We're going to send him a message. We'll put in the time, my guy. And yeah, it was a good time.
Hey guys, so we're in the morning routine. Gotta do that cardio, man. Gotta stretch all those muscles, get ready for the day. It's been a hectic day yesterday. So famished, right? Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Taking you into the morning life of Llewellyn Leibrandt, man.
Wow, man.
Amen.
Gym work is going to be one of the biggest factors for him. So if I had to say what would improve his golf the most now would be gym. Increasing his mobility so he can get a better range, increasing the strength so his muscles can fire properly, but even protect you from injury. Remember, if one part of your body is weak, it's going to overcompensate, and then injuries become very, what's the word for it? Prevalent. So gym work's going to be his biggest priority. So that's where he kind of lacks, and that's kind of why injuries kind of happen. High ability in the morning, and then late afternoon with me. That's so how good is that?
He's just showing off in front of the camera. Yes. Everything sore this morning, man. Have mercy. Well, the most challenging moments was definitely the couple of operations I had because of golf. I thought to myself, oh man.
Doc, I think that scissors of yours is black.
No, I haven't cut it there. We need to take it out completely, otherwise if you haven't mended the stitch in the wall. And
This is how many still to go?
that's the first one. Do you want to know how many? 1, 2,
Oh man, this is so soft.
11.
Oh my man.
That was one.
Can't I maybe raise my arm like, cause if I do it like this, it's like,
Line aside and you look that way.
yeah, let me do that.
It was so difficult because once I started getting the correct movements, I needed to work on the muscle tone and also the flexibility. And my muscles were pretty tight, so I tore many muscles in my body, had a couple of operations. So that was definitely a setback. But I think what kept me going was winning a couple of tournaments and seeing that the hard work actually paid off. So arm's feeling really good. Mentally I'm fit, physically I'm fit. So the only thing that stands in my way is me in that 4 days. So yeah.
But he's very, very driven. Very driven, which is, it's good to be, you want to put in the time, he wants it. And it's that ambition of wanting that is pretty good.
It's been amazing. I have so many others as well to thank, like Dr. Cornelius and his wife Amanda. He's our family doctor and she's our family physiotherapist. They've just been working long hours on me. Really invested so much time and effort and making me part of their family. She would always send me a message, how are you doing? How's your arm feeling? And really take time out of a busy schedule, to make sure that I recover from the torn tricep, from the elbow bone. And also my orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Llewellyn Leibrandt, he was just so amazing. My orthopedic surgeon in Cape Town, he's really taken me on his family and invested also so much time and effort into what I do. JJ, my ops guy, he's just amazing, supports me in whatever I do. I came down with a tummy bug about a month ago when I was prepping. And we were staying in the hotel and he called me and said, how are you doing? And I said, I'm feeling so terrible. I'm just so lethargic. And he said, all right, no, don't worry, I'll sort it out. I'm like, what is he going to sort out? And I heard a knock on the hotel room door. And one of the guys just came in with a tray full of wheat picks and cornflakes and man. So he just organizes things. He's just there. He makes life so much more easier for me. So special thanks to him. I've got Amor also in my corner. She's my wife's PA, but also invests so much time and effort out of her busy schedule to make sure that I get onto social media. I'm a pretty old school guy. So she comes up with a new innovation just to get me out there. Many thanks to her as well, but my dad and my mom, my brother, my sister, their kids, and also the Lord, if it wasn't for his mercy and his grace, he's like the first guy that I got to thank, man. If it wasn't for his mercy and grace, I don't think I would be where I am today. So yeah, that's the life of Llewellyn Leibrandt, man. Yeah, and also my coach, man, Chris. He's been super awesome, taking also time out of his busy schedule. He's really so invested in me, he's doing well. Many thanks to him. He's taken my swing from an amateur to a pro. And also Nadia, my reflexologist. She's also just so amazing. So yeah, many thanks to them.
Now, on the lighter side, do you have a shopping habit?
Oh, here we go. Well, to start off, my wife says I've got more golf bags than she has handbags. And I think during my time getting married, we were always on the back foot. Never had the opportunity to really give my wife, my kids, what they wanted. And now that the Lord has taken us onto the next level, now I'd say my wife is definitely the one that encourages the shopping. Definitely the one. And when she's doing the shopping, I just fall in line. I just follow suit. So yeah, the shopping habits are like right up there.